Mr. Vyas, end the aggression, become realistic. I just want to make it clear to you. Therefore, the Commission directs under Article 324 of the Constitution and other legal provisions, enabling it on this behalf that complaints, FIR as the case may be, should be filed against Shri Narendra Modi and all the others who are involved in the convening and holding of the said meeting under the provisions of 126(1)A and 126(1)B. The fact is, the Constitutional Authority has found your Prime Ministerial candidate guilty of having violated electoral rules. I mean, what are you complaining about?
Arnab, not rules.
Why are you making it political, Mr. Vyas? It won't help.
Arnab, you will permit me.
And this is not a Congress conspiracy.
I have got the Election Commission's order. I have got the Election Commission's order, which you are quoting right.
So do I. Everyone has it. You don't have something unique in your hand.
But why are you just
now we should interrupt when Mr. Vyas is speaking.
No, I am.
If you've got the order, should I read it out to you?
10 times you interrupt, I don't mind.
No, I don't wish to interrupt because you can go first.
Please listen. What I was trying to tell, that filing of an FIR doesn't conclusively establish the guilt. The cardinal principle of the law is that one is innocent unless he is pronounced guilty.
Vyas,
and that is what my national spokesperson
whether he is violated or not,
then why is
it decided by the Election Commission of India? Please read that order. It says that they have held Mr. Narendra Modi violated Section 126. And let me say this, that the Election Commission of India should ban Mr. Modi from campaigning all over India. Because he is doing it purposely. He is trying to use media.
Your party.
That is not possible. You are not understanding the hypothetical situation. Tomorrow some state election is going on.
There is no hypothetical
situation.
That's enough. Chandan Mitra.
That is not possible. It's not
that is the only hypothetical
Azam Khan. Now listen to me, Gaurav. Gaurav, don't get all hyperbolic on this one. Consider the fact. One second. Mr. Vyas, let me tell Gaurav something. Gaurav, listen. Consider the fact, Gaurav Bhatia, listen to me. Consider the fact that Azam Khan started to make a string of violations. Azam Khan, listen, Gaurav, started to make a string of violations on April 2nd. The Election Commission's notice to Azam Khan first was on April 9th. It took the Uttar Pradesh police, led by your leader, Akhilesh, after a jolt from the Election Commission on April 11th to register an FIR on April 13th. You did not even act. You protected an offender. You protected an offender. And hence, you have no right today to be asking questions or seeming defensive of the Election Commission.
The strange part is, when I am countering the BJP, you come to their rescue.
I can ask the BJP, but you have no moral right today to question the BJP.
But it is strange. You call me to debate on Modi, but you start discussing the SP. I have debated this issue on your television channel. And
because Azam Khan was highly disrespectful of the democratic process and the Election Commission. I now want to go back to Chandan Mitra. 3 minutes on the debate. Chandan Mitra, the question is of overconfidence. One second. Question is of overconfidence.
Not abide by the order passed by
to derail.
Then you have to hear Chandan Mitra on Modi.
Election Commission
Chandan
of
Mitra.
India. The short question was that the Election Commission of India held Shri Narendra Modi guilty of violating the Model Code of Conduct as also the provision of Representation of People Act. It is only consequent thereto that an FIR is lodged. Mr. Janara and Vyas, for last 15 or 20 minutes, with due respect to him, we respect him for his age, not necessarily for the eloquence today because of his sore throat. He proceeded to point out that Mr. Modi is not guilty. If a person who claims to be a candidate for a high office is going to have such scant disregard for rule of law, for the constitution, for code of conduct.
Chandan Mitra's turn to rebut. Chandan Mitra.
You're talking rubbish.
This is not.
How can such a person?
Chandan Mitra, Ranip Surjewala, give him the mic.
I'm afraid Mr. Surjewala is talking rubbish, and I really it's a waste of airtime because we know that FIR is lodged.
No, Mr. Mitra, I take very strong objection just because we respect you. You have no business to call somebody rubbish. I think what you are speaking is rubbish, sir. With due regards to you.
Yeah, you said habitual offender. You said habitual offender just now.
No, that is incorrect, sir. Just because we hold you in such high regard as an elder,
I'm sorry.
You cannot use words that are completely objectionable.
High regard. I hold you high regard as a person, as a friend. I have nothing against you personally, but all of you have lost your nerve at the sight of the surge of Narendra Modi. But my point was something else. That why go after Narendra Modi at the drop of a hat? What about Mamata Banerjee? What kind of language she used against the Election Commission? How you recall the case where she refused to transfer officials? She said, "I will defy the EC." Then one of our minister's son-in-law slapped an EC official. What could the EC do? The EC can only, jump around when there are
Isn't that disrespectful? What you're saying, isn't it completely disrespectful? In the middle of an election. No, 1 minute, Gaurav, please. Now let me ask Chandan Mitra this. Chandan Mitra, repeatedly you're being disrespectful of the Election Commission. A, so don't say you haven't. You can say, what can the EC do? EC can only jump around. B, listen to me, Chandan Mitra, I have tremendous regard for you.
I didn't say that. No.
B, you are trying to make a virtue out of a necessity. You have been accused of alleged violations of the election code. You want to turn this into some kind of situation where you hope that people will feel sympathetic for you because an FIR has been registered against Modi. You want to turn Election Commission based action into an issue for political trumpeting. Chandan Mitra, you want to make even this an election issue? Why this? Why is this necessary?
Polling is over in my constituency. I have nothing to gain, but I can only point out that
I am asking you all for your party.
Is not even-handed.
Why are you making this? Why are you making this a political issue? That the Election Commission took action against us. It's the Election Commission, not the Congress Party.
Can I add a question?
No, 1 minute. It's the Election Commission, not the Congress Party.
It is, sir, your leader.
Arnab, look at the arrogance of the BJP.
No, let Chandan Mitra respond.
1 minute.
Let him respond.
Mamata Ji will run Bengal well.
Says who?
Chandan Mitra, respond. Why are you trying to make this an issue for political mileage?
Bengal said that.
This FIR.
You are making it such an issue out of Mamata Ji's parties and the irregularities done. It is your leader, Mr. Narendra Modi, who went to Bengal and said, "Oh, Mamata Banerjee ji will run the election, will run the state of West Bengal very well." Why don't you ask that question, Chandanda, from him at least?
Please come prepared. Please come prepared.
Chandanda,
he never said anything of the sort.
It was there on Times Now. I think you did not hear or you were not present.
Ranip Surjewala, I want to wrap up. I want to please put out some pictures of what happened in Bengal today. Mr. Surjewala, hear me. Mr. Surjewala, I understand and we asked the question to the BJP.
Scandal.
But my question, my last question is to Mr. Surjewala and then I'm closing this. Mr. Surjewala, you are standing on thin ice. You are not saying a word about what has happened in Bengal today. It has been alleged that TMC workers have beat up CPIM workers at poll booths. It has been alleged that there has been the spreading of terror through violence at poll booths. It has been alleged that central forces were not deployed despite them being available in Bengal. Are you not aware of this? It has been alleged there was video surveillance in only 324 of the 17,000 plus polling booths, which is about 98% of the booths. Now, whether or not this is true, these are very serious allegations. Why is it, Ranip Surjewala, that I don't hear you say one word on this subject? And Derek O'Brien was supposed to come on this debate. He's opted out at the last minute. Why are you silent on what has happened in Bengal?
And Arnav, you must also remember that the brunt of the violence that took place was taken on by Congress workers in the state. Whether it is
but
TMC
have I heard one word from you demanding election commission action on Bengal?
It is the Congress party. It is the Indian National Congress workers. And
have I heard one word from you demanding election commission action in Bengal?
In many incidents of violence.
Why are you silent on what happened in Bengal?
That BJP, which is not even a factor, BJP, which is not even relevant in BJP, it is the Indian National Congress, which is really the third and meaningful.
You're not answering my question.
And that
You're not answering my question. If the rules apply, they apply everywhere. And I get a feeling, and I'll say this at the end, I just get a very strong feeling that somewhere,
I don't disagree with that at all.
The election commission seems not to be showing its real strength in this election. It's for the election commission to act, and the manner in which election rules are being violated in so many places, I think the EC should have really shown far more rigor in implementation of its own rules.
That it is the Indian National Congress which has filed many complaints through our local West Bengal units, as also our candidates, for violence wherever it has happened. It is my party and it is my party's workers and leaders who face the burn and who have proceeded to file
That's not the question.
Before the chief election officer.
The rules don't apply equally to everybody.
It is the Congress
Either there is democracy or there is no democracy.
Any kind of and all forms of violence in West Bengal, as also in rest of the country. So when you say that, you must remember that the
I'll take this forward. I'm willing to debate it if the Trinamool joins us. But Ranip Surjewala, if Modi has violated and if there's an FIR against him, what is the action in Bengal? How much action is required in Bengal? And why should it be that in our country nobody can ask questions to the election commission? That's also relevant. Thank you for joining me on debate number 2, ladies and gentlemen, on the Newshour tonight.